Okay, bros. We are here for your weekly NXT Fix. Now, here's your host.
Okay, bros. I'm your host, Jimmy the Gibson, and we're here for another episode of your weekly NXT Fix. We had an action-packed night, which only resulted in 6 matches or in-ring segments. I like that 6-7 number. So, before we find out what happened, we're going to enjoy a nice, tasty Sprite Zero. It's Wednesday, you know what that means. Oh, nice. So NXT starts off on fire with Dexter Lumis versus Johnny Gargano, non-title match. Gargano accompanied by The Way, Austin Theory, Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell. Well, pretty good match between the two. I will say, Johnny Gargano seemed to be doing all the work here. My opinion. Dexter Lumis looked okay. Is he ready for that killer takeover match? North American title reign? I'm going to say no. I'd really much rather Kushida win this one. So at one point in time, Austin Theory had a chair, and Johnny's like, hit Lumis. And he stopped. And he didn't hit Dexter Lumis. Dexter Lumis got the better of Johnny, picked him up in that choke into the slam, and choked out Johnny. Johnny passed out. Lumis wins. And we're going to give the opening contest a 7.6 on the bro ratings. Moving on, we had Tyler Rust, accompanied by Malcolm Bivens versus Leon Ruff. And this match didn't happen because Isaiah Swerve Scott came out and he hit Ruff with a brutal move onto the ring apron, onto like the edge of the ring apron. Looked absolutely brutal. I mean, it looks like Ruff was broken in half. The match didn't happen. Therefore, there is no bro rating. This is an NA. Sorry, bros. But really like the energy, the demeanor, the mean streak of Swerve here. And I hope Ruff's okay. Really like that guy. Moving on, we had Cameron Grimes channels his inner Ted DiBiase, $1 Million Man, with a Dribble the Basketball challenge for $1,000. Now, he was watching some videos on his phone, and he goes, oh, this is great. $1 Million Man's great. Says, I'll give you $1,000 if you dribble this basketball 10 times. The guy dribbles it 10 times, and he has to give him $1,000. He goes, man, I should have watched the rest of the video. I called it a few weeks ago when they debuted Cameron Grimes' new character. He's going to be the modern-day $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and this is fantastic stuff for NXT. Our next contest was newcomer Zoey Stark in her 3rd match. Only 2nd match in NXT versus the women's champion Io Shirai. And this match was a banger of a match. Zoey Stark looked like a veteran. And Io Shirai is just fantastic. Zoey Stark, really impressive selling in the match. Io Shirai was just great. Hit the moonsault for the 1-2-3. Afterwards, they shook hands. And Toni Storm comes out and says, Io Shirai, you pinned Mercedes Martinez at TakeOver. You didn't pin me. You know I'm gonna beat you when we fight, but you're avoiding me. So if you say you really want to fight me, go to William Regal and make that match happen. Good stuff, and we're gonna see that coming up in 2 weeks. That's gonna be a great match for NXT. So Zoey Stark versus Io Shirai. We're gonna give that match a 7.9 on the bro ratings. Good stuff. Big things to come for Zoey Stark. Moving on, The Way, trying to leave. Mackenzie Mitchell comes by. Johnny says, not now, Mackenzie. And they're talking about why didn't Austin Theory hit Dexter Lumis? Dexter's a crazy psychopath. He chloroformed Theory. And Theory's like, well, Dexter's kind of misunderstood. And Indy Hartwell says, I think he's kind of hot. And Candace and Johnny are like flabbergasted. And now Austin Theory is going to be going to therapy. So we've got some hilarious vignettes coming up our way with that. Cameron Grimes then tries the basketball thing again. And he fails. He has to give a woman $1,000. And he says, damn you, Ted DiBiase. He can't figure it out. Well, we'll find out later. Next contest was Kacy Catanzaro versus Xia Li. And this was Xia Li's best match to date. I've been anti-Xia Li, the Tian Sha storyline. This is pretty good. I'm hoping it leads to Kacy Catanzaro, Kaden Carter versus Xia Li, and what's her name? Mei Ying. That would be great. Xia Li looked great. Kacy Catanzaro was bumping all over the place. They battled on the outside, pushed her into the barricade, pushed her into the steps. Knee injury, the ref had to call the match as they were helping Kacy up. Xia Li kicked Kacy in the face, spin kick to the face. Xia Li says, you're next. Talking about Kaden Carter. So, bros, we're going to give this match a 7.4 on the bro ratings. Cut to the back and William Regal says, where's Santos Escobar? I'm looking for him. Someone send him my way. We'll find out what happens there. But first, your 1 minute figure review. Okay, bros, this is your 1 minute figure review. This figure is so special to me, I don't know how I can contain it to only 1 minute. It is the Undisputed Era Elite 3-pack. And as you can see, it is autographed by Bobby Fish, by Adam Cole, baby, and by Kyle O'Reilly. This is each of their first figures. Mattel made Elite figures of these guys. Actually got it signed in back-to-back Evolve shows. Kyle and Bobby was at Evolve in Brooklyn. Adam Cole, baby, on my birthday, Evolve in Philadelphia. Great guys. Great figures, soft goods, Undisputed Era shirts. Check that out. I think we hit our minute mark. It's only fitting. It's the end of an era. We show you guys the Undisputed Era figures. Now back to me. And we're back! And I'm Batman! Not really, I just wanted to say that. NXT continues on with Cameron Grimes again, trying for this Ted DiBiase $1,000 challenge. Guy accepts the challenge, says, all right, all I got to do is dribble this basketball 10 times. He's about to start, and Cameron Grimes punches him right in the face. Hilarious. Cameron Grimes cracks himself up, throws money all over the place. He is just a modern-day $1 million man, but who's also a deranged lunatic who's just like complete, like he has no common sense. He's just like still that chicken shit heel character. I mean, it's good stuff for vignettes, for interviews. Now we'll see what happens when he starts getting back into the ring and getting some action in NXT. Our next contest was Drake Maverick and Killian Dain versus the Grizzled Young Veterans. That's right, James Drake, Zach Gibson. Zach Gibson's on fire on the microphone. He says, yeah, we lost the Dusty Cup in the finals 2 years in a row, but we are soon to be NXT Tag Team Champions. Not a bad tag team match. Not the greatest from either team, but Gibson and Drake, the Grizzled Young Veterans, do all the great little things that tag teams do. And Drake Maverick just got pummeled. Killian Dain, after the match, had to bring him to the back. Drake was apparently injured. The Grizzled Young Veterans get the win with the ticket to mayhem for the 1, 2, 3. We're going to give this match a 7.3 on the bro ratings. Moving on, in the back, Killian Dain is taking Drake to go to the doctors, and they bump into Alexander Wolf. That's right. Alexander Wolf, currently in Imperium, formerly in a group called Sanity with Killian Dain. And Wolf looks at Dain, he goes, "What happened to you?" "I remember when you used to be a monster." They kind of just do a stare down. So if we get Alexander Wolf versus Killian Dain in NXT, I'll be very happy with that. Our next contest was the no disqualification street fight. Car pulls up, Raul Mendoza, Joaquin Wilde get out, and you could tell inside Santos Escobar. Well, Karrion Kross, music hits, and he shows up in the parking lot, takes out Mendoza, takes out Wilde, gets Escobar out of the truck, and they're brawling. I mean, Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza took so many crazy bumps in this match, getting thrown into the truck, thrown into the barricade, thrown through the barricade. I mean, unbelievable stuff. Kross just pummeled all of them, which is smart, because then Kross didn't have to constantly pummel Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar used that to get advantage on Kross, get the upper hand, and actually deliver some offense to Kross, which was great. Now, there's one spot in this match where Kross hit a Doomsday Saito suplex through the announce table on Escobar. Looked absolutely brutal. Bros, check out this match. My opinion, this is Kross's best match to date. It was good to see him vulnerable, but this street fight was absolutely awesome. Kross versus Escobar, it was great. I thought Kross versus Priest was very good. This was even a little bit better. Now, I think Kross's title match versus Keith Lee had a potential to be great, but he was obviously injured during that match. So, Kross's best match to date. Kross hit a couple Doomsday Saito suplexes in the ring, then hit him with the forearm to the back of the neck. Tick-tock, time's up. 1, 2, 3. Kross is your winner, defeating Santos Escobar, who is still the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. And maybe we see Kross move into the NXT Championship title picture. So, with that being said, bros, we're going to give this match an 8.4 on the bro ratings. Coming up next, we had the in-ring promo from none other than Adam Cole, baby. That's right. Adam Cole, baby, was out there to talk to you, the NXT universe. Well, I'll tell you what, bros. He was out there, and he was wiping the tears from his eyes. He said he was sorry. He did not know what overcame him, and he apologized for what he did to Kyle. I mean, how could you not trust a guy who is that emotionally distraught over hurting one of his best friends? Well, Roddy Strong comes out and says, "Adam, what you did was wrong. You ruined this. You know, our brotherhood was built on trust. It was built on love. But what you did absolutely ruined this." And Adam said, "You know what, Roddy? What I did was wrong. I'm sorry. I just want things to go back the way they were, and I'll make everything better." Well, Balor comes out, and Roddy comes outside. Balor throws Roddy into the barricade. Balor comes in the ring, starts pounding on Adam Cole. Well, Roddy comes back in the ring. Roddy and Balor brawl to the outside. Adam Cole, baby, comes to the outside, comes to Roddy Strong's aid, is punching Balor, knocks him to the ground, and when Balor gets up, boom! Super kick to the face by Adam Cole, baby. Well, they get back into the ring. Adam Cole gets in there. Roddy punches him. And you're like, what's going on here? Well, Adam's on the ground, like, looking like, what are you doing? And he's like, Roddy, please, I'm so sorry. He's starting to tear up. And then, out of nowhere, boom! Adam Cole, baby, punches Roddy in the ding-dong. And then he super kicks Roddy in the face. And NXT goes off air. So, a very emotional segment here. A lot more to come between the Undisputed Era, the NXT Champion Finn Balor, when Kyle O'Reilly comes back. What's Adam Cole really going to say? What's Roddy going to do? And Bobby Fish is still out there on injury leave. So, a lot of great things to come. This in-ring promo is going to get a 7.5 on the Bro ratings. So that means your match of the night, Karrion Kross versus Santos Escobar. Check it out if you haven't done so already. So that gives us 6 matches and in-ring segments and an average of 7.68 on the Bro ratings. That's an above average NXT episode this week. So now, it's prediction time. What's gonna happen next week? Oh, baby! I'll tell you what's gonna happen next week. Next week on NXT was supposed to be Tag Team Championship match, 1E2E versus MSK. But Grizzled Young Veterans took out MSK backstage. It was reported that one of them has a broken hand, cannot compete. My prediction was going to be that MSK was going to win, of course. My prediction is we're going to have a tag team title match, 1E2E. We'll have to defend against someone. And who better to defend against than the previous NXT Tag Team Champions? That's right, Breezango get the title shot, and Breezango win the titles from 1E2E. Next week, could it happen? Absolutely. If it does happen, you heard it here first. Now, my alternate to Breezango is Lucha House Party. Comes in, wins the titles from 1E2E. 1E2E's got to drop the titles. I mean, we've had a lot of replies on our YouTube videos saying, what has 1E2E even done lately? Well, they won the titles in October. They defended them against Breezango, or in a rematch in November. And then they defended the titles against Drake Maverick and Killian Dain in December. They did nothing in January and nothing thus far in February. So get those belts off 1E2E. Get them out of the title picture. Now, another tag team match next week is going to be the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Shayna Basler and Nia Jax return to NXT action against Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. Your winners of that match will be and new WWE Women's Champions Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez. New tag team champions right there. You heard it here first. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I'm your host, Jimmy the Gibson. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below. And we will see you next week. Later, bros.